And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Thomas Johnson High School, home of the Patriots. We've got a great game for you tonight, the Section 2 boys basketball semifinal. Winner will move on to play Section 1 for the regional championship on Friday. But we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves before we let you know that this is going to be one great basketball game tonight. The Patriots are hosting the Linganore Lancers. That's right, this is the third time these two teams have met this season, and I'm sure they've learned a lot in those 3 trips. My name is Michael Betteridge. I'll be doing your play-by-play, joined here at courtside with Dave Steeren. Dave, how's it looking out there right now?
Michael, it's great to be here tonight. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's the first week of March in Frederick County, and that means high school basketball. That means playoff basketball, and it's pretty electric in here right now, and you know, all the gyms in Frederick County, they each have their own character, but you come into TJ Gym and you don't feel like you're in a high school gym, right?
No.
It really seems like it's a college arena, but then you look down and you see the students, and it's just a great environment for playoff boys basketball.
It really is, and this is a frenetic week of basketball because we play a game every day this week between the boys and the girls. The boys played on Monday, girls Tuesday, boys tonight, girls tomorrow, and you get the rest of the picture. So it has been a roller coaster ride this week. We just recovering from Smithsburg last night, and grab all the equipment, throw it in the radio car, and head back over to TJ. We're on the air with you tonight, and we'll be with you all the way through this game. I want to remind you that this game is being live video streamed. If you want to watch it on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, whatever. Last week, Dave, the guys down at the American Legion plugged their TV into the guy's cell phone, and they watched the Catoctin game at the American Legion.
Fantastic. What better way to experience a basketball game than streaming it on WTHU.org.
And you know what the best part was? They got our play-by-play and color coverage. So
fantastic.
That's great. We also want to give a shout-out to Will Burns, our videographer tonight, and remind you that this game will be archived in its entirety and available online after the game. WTHU, click on our audio vault, and boys high school basketball. Tonight, I said 3A West semifinal. Winner of this game moves on to play either Magruder or Westminster in the regional championship, Dave.
Yeah, so at the at the sectional final level where we are, the regional semifinal, you couldn't ask for a better matchup. You got the 1 seed in TJ, 2 seed in Linganore. TJ is 19 wins on the season, 5 losses. Linganore's 18-5. Two of Linganore's losses came to TJ. I think we're going to see teams with pretty different styles tonight too, Michael. Linganore is a very well coached, very disciplined team. It's all about running their offense, a lot of cutting off ball, a lot of movement on the offensive side, and real tough defense. TJ, on the other hand, you got a lot of athletes. You got some big, strong guys.
Yeah.
They're going to get up and down the floor for sure.
They're going to try to impose their physical will on you. Now, both these teams had a first-round bye, Dave, but TJ comes in the number 1 seed off a tough 9-point victory over rival Tuscarora on Monday night. Linganore, the number 2 seed, I get this, they've not beaten, I looked this up, it's a not a good stat for Linganore. They've not beaten TJ in over 2 years. All right, we'll step aside for our first break and be right back.
Drive My program allows you to drive your car before you
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to courtside. As I was saying before the break there, Linganore hasn't beaten TJ in over 2 years in the last 4 games. Linganore comes into this game tonight with a narrow 5-point victory over North Hagerstown, down by 4 with 1:18 left. They went on a 9-0 run. All right, we're going to stop for the anthem now. All right, there we go. Star Spangled Banner to get us started there. So as I was mentioning, they had a 9-0 run at the end of the game to get back into it, and one of those was on an amazing 3-point shot by Sean Lang, at with under a minute to go. He really saved that game for them.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be interesting to see how the Linganore guards do against TJ tonight. Lang, Formulac, and Palacios, they're all good shooters. Lang's the youngest of the 3 Lang brothers that have come through and just been fantastic basketball players for Linganore. And there are some stud athletes over on the TJ side. Rivas is a good shooter, and Genus is a heck of an athlete. So, on paper, Michael, I think you'll say inside you're gonna give the edge to TJ. And, it's going to be a game of the guards, I think.
Here we go. We're ready for the tip-off at center. Up in the air. Commander tips it back to Rivas, and TJ has the ball first possession. Down on the right wing. They work back around now. Driving the lane, kick out to Genis, to Rivas. Rivas shoots, no good. Way high up in the air.
Good position underneath by Christian Nolan. Boxing out, getting a rebound for the Lancers there.
He's got his hands full tonight because he's given away a good 4 inches in the middle, but he's got the heart. Oh, there's a steal from TJ, straight to the hoop. Dennis scores.
First turnover of the game. TJ jumps right on it, gets a fast break layup. Linganore's got to watch that.
Backcourt, they set up now.
So Rivas and Formulac, that's going to be a good matchup. Couple of quick point guards.
Absolutely. Palacio kicks it out, working back around. Lang drives, goes up with the right-hander off the glass, no good. Rebound strong in the middle. TJ brings it down. Here comes Genis. Genis is so quick. Rivas bounce pass to Commander on the left corner. He dribbles out, and they reset.
Commander's a big kid. Remember him on the football field.
He sets the pick, turns and shoots from three-point land, and he nails it.
Biggest guy on the floor, turns, gets his feet set, drops a 3. Pretty impressive. Nice-looking shooting touch.
5-0. TJ on top. Formulac harassed by Rivas. Oh, the backdoor give and go. They kick it out wide open. Lang shoots a three-pointer. No good.
Good job getting the offensive board for the Lancers that time. Linganore's got to capitalize on those opportunities.
Backdoor to Nolan, and he scores.
Linganore's game is ball movement. The crisper their ball movement, and the more they protect the ball, the better off they're going to be on the offensive side.
One of the keys to this game is going to be that Linganore has to shoot high percentage tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, they're a ball movement type of team.
They did not do that in their last game. And having said that, they've missed 2 shots in a row here in this opening minutes of the first period. Working around the perimeter, Janice shoots on the shot clock. There's the buzzer, and we're going to take it out of bounds. So it never hit the rim. They didn't get the reset on the clock. It'll be a Linganore ball on the 30-second violation.
Good call by the officials that time. So Linganore, interesting, two different styles, right? TJ's out man-to-man, full court press. Linganore starts out in a 2-3 zone.
Formulac brings it up. Looking for the pick. He gets it, drives straight in, pulls out, gets trapped, and loses the ball out of bounds. But he'll get it back.
Yep, TJ didn't like that call, but I think I was off the foot of the big TJ center 21 commander there.
Lang to inbound. No, Formulac. Inbounds, quick shot, no good. In and out, tipped away, put back by Lang is good.
Yep. So that was
Formulac.
That was Formulac with put back there. Yep. So Linganore's kind of they're in a 1-2-2 full court trapping zone here.
Commander drives, knocks, good bucket. Oh man, Commander is just strong.
He's a big boy, and you know Jacob Ferentz is he's not slight of build. He's a pretty strong kid, and he just moved Ferentz out of there almost like he wasn't there.
Palacio drives and has it chipped away by the Patriots.
They got a reach-in foul. It looked like number 5, Nate Owasu, called for the foul.
5:02 to go in the first. TJ leads at 7-4. Here's the inbound by Formulac, and now we've got a substitution, and here comes the biggest kid in the block.
That's Bajan Bihai.
Bihai comes into the game, number 23.
Nate Owasu takes a seat after that reach-in foul.
In the corner, shot wide open, in and out, oh, and it drops. He got the roll on that one. That thing hung on the rim forever.
So I'll tell you, if Palacios gets hot with that 3, watch out for Linganore. When he's the kind of shooter that when he's got the hot hand, he's right on.
Cross court, skip pass, J.R. Powell drives, and it's knocked out of bounds.
So, you know, Linganore's given up size and height underneath, but there at time on the defensive end, you saw 3 Linganore Lancers boxing out those Patriots.
Linganore gets the turnover, and they bring it down court with a chance here to take the first lead of the game. They run a weave. Palacio sees the opening, goes for it, has it knocked out of bounds again. So that big middle is tough for those guys driving in the guards.
And that's genius on Palacios.
Lob it inside to Ferentz. He kicks it back out front. Shot no good. Put back is blocked. Another put back no good. And now a tie up. They got a jump ball called. Possession error to Linganore.
That's going to stay with Linganore. Good job by Nolan and Ferentz hanging with the taller TJ players underneath.
Formulac fires it out front to Palacios. He drives off the pick. Kicks it over to Lang. Lang shoots. No good. Rebound, Linganore. Lang, he goes in, pulls up, shoots the runner. He misses.
Good job by Commander getting a rebound for TJ.
Right now I've got Linganore's 0 for 5 from the field.
They're a little off the mark with their shooting right now.
And now we've got a traveling violation. That's going to go on Janice, and he'll do a lot of those he moves those feet.
He's quick.
With a little head fake.
You can see that kid is an athlete. You can see that from anywhere in a gym.
Well, you notice he's got those little shorty shorts on. Remember the old NBA style of trunks?
The 1970s. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's the only one out there with them. Must be special.
Looks like TJ has jumped to a zone.
2-3 and it worked because they just stole the ball. Rivas comes up with it. Rivas is fouled hard by Lang. That'll be taken out of bounds in front.
So it looks like TJ is going to be jumping defenses. Already, you know, with 3:39 left in the first quarter, we've seen them in a full court, man-to-man, and in that possession, they were in a 2-3 zone. Giving Linganore a different
shot
look.
From the corner, no good. Rebound, Ferentz, way up in the air, kicks it out to Formulac. He comes strong down court, looking, pulls up, shoots the jumper, no good. Short off the front rim. Outlet, stolen by Palacios.
A lot of back and forth right here.
Wide open underneath. Great movement. Oh, baby. Who was that, Nolan?
That was Christian Nolan, yep. He had the taller Bihai and Commander both up off their feet. When you can do that, that's a good job down low.
Shot fake, juked him out of his shorts there, and he scores. So here it is, 9-7. Linganore takes its first lead of the game. Cross-court pass to Rivas. On the left wing, down in the corner. Powell drives and then pulls up. Rivas shoots.
Well,
just a little bit off, but Jennings gets a rebound, and the putback is no good. Loose ball on the floor. High and Ferentz tie up for it. No, that's Nolan.
Yeah, that was
no,
Ferentz.
It was Ferentz.
That was Ferentz.
Yeah.
So neither team's shooting particularly hot right now. I'll tell you, when Rivas pulled up for that three, Michael, he was a good 7 feet beyond the three-point arc.
Driving in the lane, stolen by Ferentz. He kicks it back to Palacios, and Palacios comes hard. Cross court to Formulac. He goes all the way, has it rejected into the glass by High. Putback is no good. Here comes Powell up the left side. He'll go strong to the hoop. He always does. He traveled. No, they got a whistle.
Yeah, they got him on a travel. They called it.
I know he traveled.
Well, I'll tell you, Poe did a great job getting the board on the other end and bringing it down, but he was going 1-on-3 on that.
And he always drives to the hoop. That's his signature. He can't stop and shoot.
But when you got the collapse like that, you drive to the hoop and you got to kick that out.
Well, somebody's got to be open when there's three on you. It's just basic math, right?
So Lingenor's biggest player, Cole Mitchell, just checked into the game, giving Ferentz a breather. Big sophomore center for Lingenor. Nice back door.
Whoa, nice, beautiful backdoor bounce pass, and he misses the reverse layup.
Good look that time by Christian Nolan.
All right, top of the key now. Jennings on the right wing. Give and go on the pick. Sean Lang knocks it away. Palacios has got it. Outlet to Lang, a little far. He kicks it back to Nolan. They lose it out of bounds. Lingenor ball.
Wow, I think Lingenor got away with one right there.
Crowd doesn't like it.
It's on the other side of the floor, but that definitely looked like that was out on Lingenor.
You may be right.
Crowd didn't like that either.
All the way out to Palacios out front.
Again, Palacios is he's the three-point shooter for the Lancers. Kick over to Lang. And Lang's long. I think Lang's 0 for 2 from the three-point arc. Rivas brings it down for TJ. Over to Poe.
Rivas out front now. Asks for a little help. Looking for the pick. He sets it. They switch. Poe's got it. Shoots on Nolan. Short. Rebound Lang.
Well, I'll tell you, TJ is quick to pull the trigger on the shots. They're not taking bad shots, but man, as soon as Lingenor gives them an opening, boom, they're letting it fly.
Man, did you see how quick Jennings addressed it on that?
Yeah, he's quick. He's really quick.
Working around the perimeter. Lingenor. Pull up to Lang. Oh, stolen. Here it is. Rivas wide open, and he puts it in.
Yeah, real nice job by Rivas that time. Quick hands. Staying in that zone defense.
Yeah, he telegraphed that pass, and Rivas jumped it. 9-9 with 34 seconds in the first. Formulac. Lang, they play catch. They lob inside. Formulac shoots in and out. Ball up in the air. Oh, baby.
Wow. Good job by Cole Mitchell getting a board and a nice rejection.
And Rivas scores going back the other way.
Good exchange there by both squads.
10 seconds on the clock. Palacios crosses midcourt. Underhand scoop pass. Over to Formulac. Wide open. Palacios shoots from NBA 35 feet and makes it at the buzzer. Woohoo!
And that's what's Lingenor up, 12-11.
12-11. We have a game here.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll step aside for our first break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams are on the floor. We want to thank our sponsors, Bollinger's Restaurant, Center of Life Chiropractic, Food Lion of Thurmont, Gettysburg Auto Auction, Schuff's Meat Market, and Woodsboro Bank. Thank you for sponsoring today's 3A West Section 2 final. Working around the perimeter, baseline drive, pull up, kick out. Beautiful scoop shot and a score by Formulac.
Real nice ball movement that time by Cole Mitchell to Formulac. Linganore comes back with a 1-2-2 full court press. TJ, I'm surprised TJ didn't get a call for a backcourt there.
Poe pulls up and shoots. Swish, nothing but net for J.R. Poe.
Likes to pull the trigger. Definitely likes to pull the trigger. Pretty good shooter. You know, that first quarter, Michael, a lot of back and forth, a lot of good shots. Ball wasn't particularly falling for either team. I think when each team gets their shooting stroke, this might be a high-scoring game.
Bad pass by Formulac to Mitchell. They lose it out of bounds on a turnover by Linganore.
Yeah, generally when you got a guy that's about 6'4" or 6'5", when you hand him the ball, you don't want it down around his ankles. You want it up chest high.
You don't bounce it at his feet, right? Yeah. Here comes Rivas straight up the middle. Guarded by Palacios. He crosses midcourt. Commander sets the pick. Give and go to Commander. Commander backs out, back to Rivas. They work around, give and go again. Commander drives. He gets a little bit of piece of the ball, and Cole Mitchell comes down with a rebound. And then he's hit hard, fouled, and the push is going to go on Commander. And the crowd definitely doesn't like that one.
That crowd did not like that. And you know, that's a tough call, but I think that's the right call, you know?
Well, they thought there might have been a little theatrical drama in that one.
Well, what happened was the bump occurred, and it took a second for Mitchell to fall, and that's why I kind of did.
Yeah, you're right. That's a great observation. Inside, wide open, right to the fingertips.
That's Chase Maddox that just checked in for the Lancers. I don't know how much you've seen that kid play.
He is
Michael,
good. I have seen him play a lot.
He can jump through the rafters. He's definitely got some vertical leap.
Janice, Rivas play catch. Get across midcourt.
Good job, easily breaking the full court
Janice
pressure.
goes straight to the hoop, has it stripped away and stolen by Palacios. Now watch, he'll commit a foul trying to get himself back in this.
Yep.
No. Whoa, what a spin move. Wide open, and again Palacios bounce passes it into the shins of Cole Mitchell, and we've got a whistle.
Palacios did everything right on that beautiful spin move. You know, sliced the defense. But again, Mitchell's, what is he, 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah.
Don't want the ball below his knees.
Well, it hit him in the shins. Here comes Rivas now. 14-13, Linganore on top with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Commander sets the pick. Rivas drives straight to the hoop. Takes on the big body. And it's partially blocked. Janice steals it. Double clutch pump, no good. The ball drops. On the putback, somebody tipped it in.
That was Janice on the putback. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they gave that to him. A lot of athleticism out on the court right now by both teams.
Palacios goes straight to the hoop and does a Janice impression.
Wow, really good drive by Palacios. You know, that kid's just a sophomore. He's quick and he's got a nice shooting touch.
Cross court now, Beehive. Stolen by Maddox. Here comes Maddox. He goes up off the glass and misses.
He was a little too concerned with Genus on that. He should have gone into him and drawn the contact.
Rivas, cross court, wide open, pulls up, shoots a 10-footer, and he's fouled.
Looks like Maddox, they got Maddox on that. Yep, 0-0 for the Lancers. You know, when you got a breakaway and it's a one-on-one, the worst thing you can do is try to avoid contact. You always go into the defender, try to initiate the contact, and Maddox, he's very athletic, but he really tried to avoid the contact and threw off his shot.
Yeah, and I think you've hit on an important, very important point here. That there is something in Linganore's head about the physicality of this TJ team that just they're not shooting their percentages right now. So this happens in every game that Linganore plays TJ. TJ's physicality intimidates Linganore.
Yeah. Well, TJ's a big team and they're athletic. Again, this is the first opportunity that I've had to see TJ this year, but they're basically exactly what you said they were, Michael. They're big, they're quick, they're strong.
Absolutely. So we got a chance to thank our sponsors, and you know, it occurs to me that These teams are in the state pollings by Max Prep. These teams are very close. Linganor's ranked at 59, and TA's at 52.
52. Wow, 59. You know, it's difficult thinking around the state that there are 58 and 51 teams that are better than either of these two teams, because these are two very good, high-quality basketball teams.
Well, keep in mind that the DeMathas and
it's all high school teams.
All high school teams, yeah. They're all in there. You know, the Christian school over there.
Montrose Christian.
Yeah, Montrose, those guys.
That's just a basketball factory.
And the Baltimore schools. I mean, there's some Baltimore schools.
Dunbar.
Dunbar,
Calvert Hall. St. Francis is always good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Patterson.
Yep. So, Michael, we're at 5:16 remaining in the first half, and we're all knotted at 16.
Knotted up. Yep, 16 apiece.
Checking in for TJ after that timeout is number 25, Simeon Franklin. That's another big kid. Cole Mitchell inbounds for the Lancers.
All right, Palacios brings it up, left side. Looking. Bounce pass to Mitchell. Back to Maddox. He sees the opening, goes straight to the hoop, and misses.
So again, did you see what Maddox did on that?
I did. He tried to shoot the long hook shot to avoid the contact, and we've got a charge on Rivas as Sean Lang draws the foul.
Real good job by Sean Lang that time. Again, you know, he's the youngest of three very solid basketball players. He's got a high basketball IQ. You know, having watched him, he's smart on the court. He really is. He knows the game, and he did a nice job getting his feet set and drawing the charge on Rivas that time.
Nolan and Formulac check into the game. Formulac brings it up. Half-court press now by TJ. Linganore having trouble, losing the handle, and there's the 10-second violation.
So TJ gave Linganore kind of a dose of their own medicine there. They jumped into a 1-2-2 full court. Linganore did not handle that well.
They did not. Linganore gets the turnover on the violation. The half-court press works. Down on the left side, Powell lobs it inside to Commander. No, Franklin gets it instead. Back to Powell. He directs traffic. Fires it over to Rivas at the top of the key. Rivas drives off the pick, give and go. Franklin loses it off the foot and out of bounds.
That's probably going to stay here. Yeah, that was off of Christian Nolan's foot.
Right.
Boy, I'll tell you, great view from up here, Michael, seeing underneath the battle that's going on between Ferentz and Commander.
Yes.
Into
Rivas, he shoots immediately, and it's just off, but Franklin rips the rebound down, has it stripped away, and Formulac comes up with it.
Formulac's quick. He's got quick hands, too.
Lang, he has the ball on the right wing, looking, fires it over to Palacios. He kicks it out, wide open to the corner. Formulac shoots, it's in. Three-pointer.
So by 3. Yep.
Bennett Formulac delivers.
That's Linganore's game. You know, they'll penetrate when they can, and it's quick ball movement, and it's all about how their outside shooting is going to be for sure.
Commander gets trapped over to Franklin. Franklin guarded hard by Ferentz. Back out front, Rivas settles him down.
TJ's doing a nice job moving the ball.
Franklin on the high post drives right by his defender and draws the foul. The bucket does not go. It's going to go on Nolan, and looks like Powell will shoot 2.
And there's your guy that likes to drive. Huh? He likes the ball in his hands. He likes going to the hoop. Big athletic kid.
He and Jennings are cut from the same mold.
Yeah.
And he hits the front end.
I don't know heights and weights, but I'm guessing Powell's probably about 6'3", you think?
Yeah. That's about good. That's about right.
6'3", probably 190-ish.
19-17. Linganore by 2. Powell in and out. Rebound Ferentz. Good body positioning by Jacob. Hands off to Formulac. Formulac brings it up. Looks over to his coach. Gets the play. He's ready. Kicks it in. High post. Nolan. They catch Lang on the runner off the glass and they score.
Good ball movement. Easy
that was
backdoor.
Great.
Yeah. Got the TJ defender. I think that was Rivas kind of ball watching that time and lost sight of his defender there. Checking in the game is number 2, Jeremiah Morris for TJ now.
Morris is in. They work back around. Jennings pulls up, shoots a 10-footer. No good. Rebound, Palacios.
Jennings wants that shot back. That was wide open from the key.
Lang wide open from three-point land, rims in and out, loose ball up in the air, scramble for it. Commander comes up with it, hands off to Rivas. Rivas brings it up. Rivas goes, crossover.
Over to Morris.
Commander high post, shoots, it is in.
Big guy. The big guy out there is already hit
good.
2 threes.
Yeah.
He can shoot. He's got a nice shooting touch. He gets his feet set and he squares his shoulders.
He's got like a Larry Bird look to him, doesn't he?
He kind of does. He's pretty thick, though.
Lang
with the ball for the Lancers.
Penetrates to the lane. Underhand pass to Ferentz. Kicks it back out. Pulls up. Fadeaway shot. Not a good shot by Palacios. Rebound Powell. Jenis down the right side. Looking. Hands off to Rivas. Rivas shoots. In and out. Rivas goes and gets his own rebound and puts it back. He goes right by Lang, flying through the air.
Great hustle for Rivas. That wasn't a particularly good three that he took. Again, he was probably, they're going to get Bennett Formulac on a
charge.
Actually not even just an offensive foul. If you saw that right before he pulled up, he gave him a shoulder. Gave him a shoulder with a little bit of an arm shrug there.
So the basket does not count. TJ has a 1-point lead, 22-21, and they have the ball. Rivas fires it across court to Morris. Morris loses the handle, gets it back. Underhands it to Rivas. Rivas to Powell on the corner.
So we're at about $1:30, 1:30 left in the half. 1 point
9
game.
seconds on the shot clock. Morris shoots. No good. Rebound Powell. He goes up to shoot. He misses. Rebound Maddox.
Good job by Chase Maddox there.
He's the skinniest guy out there, and he ripped that ball away. Wide open. Back to a cutter. Ferentz misses it. Put back. No good. That's 2 in a row from 2 feet.
Lingenauer missed 2 wide open layups there. Got to execute those. Rivas is quick. He's real quick.
Those are the plays that come back to haunt you in a game like this. Powell working over to Rivas.
This Palacios-Rivas matchup is a pretty good matchup here.
Powell sets the pick. Rivas drives, pulls up, shoots on the run. No good. Way up in the air with the putback. No good. Rebound Formulac.
Boy, I'll tell you, Jeremiah Morris, wow, he got
it. Morris skips it away, steals the ball from Formulac, and misses the layup. Putback is good.
He wasn't sure whether he was going to stick it or not, and he got caught in between and missed it.
He tried to stick it, and now we've got a foul called and a whistle on the floor. Not sure what the call is yet.
We got a technical foul on Coach O'Connor.
On Coach O'Connor?
Looks like it.
I thought it was going to be on Morris for backhand throwing the ball into the chest.
All right, so they didn't call a T. I think they just gave a warning.
All right. Palacios.
I'm not sure I've seen that.
He's got the ball, brings it up. Lingenauer, 22 seconds, down by 3.
24-21 TJ.
Nolan fakes a shot. Wide open, Formulac. No good. Rebound, Rivas. Rivas on the run. He's got the breakaway, and he goes and scores. That'll do it. That'll send us to the half.
Lingenauer might get one off.
Maddox goes 3-point. No, at the buzzer. The shot does not go, and the score stands into the dressing room at halftime. The Thomas Johnson Patriots 26 and the Lingenauer Lancers 21. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at courtside at halftime, where the score is 26-21, TJ by 5, and I think those 5 points all generated. Hang on a second, my bad. I've got something running that I didn't know was running. There we go. I stopped it. Okay. I think all those 5 points were scored like in the last 30 seconds of the half.
Yeah, they were. It was a 1 point, 2 point game back and forth right up until that last minute. And, we saw Linganore miss some open shots, and TJ absolutely took advantage, got down the court real quick, and executed when they needed to.
And it's all leading scorer in this game. It's all on Rivas. He's got 9 to lead this game, followed by 8 for Bennett Commander, and check 4 on Jenness and 3 on Powell. So that's pretty good. They're spreading it around a little bit. On the other side of the equation, what are the scores on Linganore?
Palacios has got 8 for the Lancers, Formulac 7, and then Christian Nolan with 4. All the Nolans are underneath, ball movement. Palacios, they want him to get the hot hand. He's hit 2 trays, and Formulac's hit 1. Those are the 2 shooters for Linganore. And again, you look at this game thus far, and Linganore's taken a lot of wide open shots. Not just outside shots, but shots underneath. Think about the numbers of layups that Linganore's missed on, backdoor.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. What do you think the shooting percentage is for Linganore tonight, right now?
Probably 30% at best.
Yeah, at best.
Maybe. And I'll tell you, TJ really isn't that much higher in their shooting percentage. I think that's why the game's so close.
Right. And so if Linganore, who has had more quality shots than TJ. If you were to scheme them out on the location on the floor, if Linganore can start to raise that percentage a little bit, they're going to take the lead. I think that's the confidence builder that Linganore took to the dressing room, regardless of the score, don't you?
Yeah, and again, the Linganore game, it's all about ball movement. It's all about off-ball movement.
Yeah.
Right. And we saw it a couple of times. Linganore went back door, no problem. When you're moving off ball and the ball itself is moving, defenders, there's just a natural tendency to follow the ball.
Yeah.
Right? And Linganor's whole game is a lot of cutting, a lot of backdoor, a lot of guys popping off of screens. And they get a lot of really good shots. So their key to their offensive set, execute. Get the shots. Get them to fall. Hit them when they're open.
Yeah, on the other side of the equation, obviously TJ, with the great play of Commander and Rivas, want to get Jennings involved a little bit and start to work underneath and utilize some of that physicality in the lane. I think that basically Linganore should be proud of themselves for winning the rebound battle, because the last game these two teams played, TJ rebounded them 3-1.
Yeah, I mean there's a big size differential here. TJ is a much bigger squad. Linganore's doing a good job fundamentally getting position underneath. What we're seeing on the offensive side for TJ, they generate open shots. They generate open shots through their quickness. I mean, literally just a jab step and a guy will pull up, or a ball fake and they're quick and they'll go by the defender.
Right.
Same thing with them. They're not taking bad shots. In fact, they're taking good shots, but their shots aren't falling much more than Linganore's are.
Sure. All right, well, that's our first half analysis and wrap up. We've got about 2 minutes to go to the opening inbound of the second half, so we'll take our last break here and be right back. You're listening to Cool 1450 AM, and this is your source for the best high school sports broadcast in the region. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Courtside, Cool 1450 AM in the 3A West Section 2 final. Winner will face Magruder or Westminster this Friday evening to play for the 3A West Regional Championship. And what a game this is tonight. Very, very well-played game by both teams, hard-fought, a lot of hustle, a lot of heart.
So thus far, I think each team has played its game pretty well. It's playoff time. You win, you play on. You lose, you go home. So it'll be interesting to see how much emotions come into play here. I think you're going to see the TJ student section get a little bit more active in the second half.
Here we go. There's the inbound to Rivas to open up the second half. Guarded by Formulac. He drifts right off the pick. They switch. Formulac still on him. Jennings gets the ball, cross court. Pull-up shot wide open. Rivas, he stops, wants to spin, move, fade away jumper. It's off. Rebound lost out of the hands of Ferentz and right into the hands of number 5.
Yep, Owasu. Good job by Owasu getting position there. Pretty good defense that time by Linganore. Again, TJ just generated shots with quickness.
Nolan to Palacio. He misses.
Palacio
Rebound.
He missed that one pretty bad, Michael. That was,
he didn't set and square himself. You saw that.
Yep. That was a three-point bank.
Wide open Commander on the give and go, and he scores. And just that quick, we've got a 9-point game. Coach O'Connor says, all right, I've seen enough. Yeah. What did we talk about? Hey, look at him. He's got that posture of what were we talking about in the dressing room, gentlemen?
Yeah, so he's not real pleased thus far. On the offensive side, Lincoln took a good shot on that last possession, but it didn't execute. Palacios, he's their shooter. He just didn't get set. Then on the defensive side, 2 possessions, it looked like there's a little bit of a letdown for the Lancers. They got to keep their intensity up. TJ's going to capitalize if they don't. They're quick and athletic.
All right, 30-21, 7:08 to go in the third. TJ is on top.
I think that was a real good timeout that time by Coach O'Connor. 2 possessions that quickly went from a 5-point game to a 9-point game. He didn't want to let that continue. So let's see how the Lancers respond here.
All right, back out on the floor. Nolan, Formulac, Ferentz, Palacios, and Lang. Here come the Patriots. Jenis, Rivas, Commander, Powell, and Owusu.
Yep.
Formulac brings it up.
TJ stays in his zone. Looking at our ball movement out front.
They trap. Lang gets it on the corner. He gets trapped.
Yeah, this is a zone, but it's all about the trap. A lot of movement on the defensive end.
10 seconds in, wide open. Lang shoots the tray. Wham! Nothing but net. He drains it.
That's one of those 3-point shooters they got to have. Good ball movement by the Lancers. 30-24, TJ.
Jenis down on the left side.
Lancers also in a 2-3 zone. Pretty well packed in.
Rivas, he shoots from the NBA range and nails it.
Boy, he does not hesitate to pull up no matter where he is on the court. Drilled that one. 33-24, TJ.
Lang bounce pass underneath the Ferentz. He sees a wide open Nolan. Nolan puts it in.
Good ball movement underneath that time between Ferentz and Nolan. Real good body control by Nolan as well, getting the TJ defender up in the air.
Rivas drives the paint, pulls out, kicks it to Commander. He shoots and he scores.
He's 3 for 3 from behind the arc.
So Commander turns to the crowd and chest bumps the crowd as he goes down to the TJ faithful.
Biggest guy on the floor is 3 for 3 from 3-point land.
Ferentz is fouled from behind.
I think they got Rivas on that.
I think so. There were 2 people in the mix. Rivas got the foul.
They got it on Owusu.
No, I'm sorry. It's on Owusu.
Yep.
And it's his second. Fired into Ferentz. He goes hard. Kicks it back out. Palacios drifts back to the center.
So, Michael, you see TJ's already switched from that 2-3 zone into a man-to-man. Do it quickly.
On the run. Loose ball knocked out of bounds. Lingenor will get it.
They got fortunate at that time. That was a good backdoor cut, but Ferentz didn't quite have possession when he went up for the shot.
Formulac with the ball.
Looking for the easy inbound.
Fires it out to Lang. They lose it into the backcourt. There's a violation, out of bounds, and a turnover.
Real good defense by TJ denying the inbound pass. You know, as a coach, you work on all these different looks on the inbound from underneath.
That's got to drive a coach crazy when that happens.
You know, that you want to see that ball underneath, so you can do a whole lot off of that. When you can't inbound it, yeah, that's pretty frustrating.
10-point lead now for the Patriots. They have the ball 36-26. Rivas runs straight in, kicks it out, shot from Powell. Wham, he nails it.
Yeah, so Rivas is quick. He got
he drew
Nolan.
3 defenders that time.
Yeah, you know, with this penetration, he got Nolan. Nolan had to leave his man, and Rivas had his head up and dished the open man. Easy shot.
Biggest lead of the game now for TJ as Lang takes it to the hoop. He scores. He's fouled. And it looks like Sean's going to go to the free throw line to get the 3 points the hard way.
We got a couple of hurt TJ players. Both Rivas and Jenis are down on the floor. Kind of rolling around looking like they're in pain here.
Jenis gets up. Got a little hitch in his get-along, but he looks okay. He grabs that right ankle.
Yeah, I think Rivas got a Charlie horse. It looked like he got kneed. And I think Jenis actually rolled his ankle there.
Land makes the and one, and Commander inbounds to Powell. He brings it up.
38-29 TJ, 4:50 remaining in the third.
Leonor still in the zone. Powell drives, looking. Rivas shoots from way out there, in and out, right into the hands of Powell. He puts it back. It's blocked. But it looks like Nolan got a piece of him.
Yeah. Powell pretty athletic. He can jump. I think Nolan does a good job underneath, but I think that time he got caught looking at the ball a little bit too much and didn't quite block out Powell enough, and he was easily able to go over top of him.
JR hits the first one.
Back to a 10-point lead. Cole Mitchell checks in for the Lancers. 39-29. Powell looking at the second of two. Rivas is still trying to shake out that last injury down here all by himself.
Powell got them both, and that timeout on the floor. We'll step aside for a break and be right back after this important message from our sponsors. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Linganore inbounds, down by 11. They bring it across court. Nolan loses the ball right into the hands of Behi.
That was just sloppy possession for the Lancers that time. They didn't need to hurry that, and they really struggled against that full court trapping zone defense by TJ. You know, Michael, I was thinking during that timeout, I wonder why Coach Manley actually called that timeout. TJ's up by 11. They had just scored. Wonder what kind of different strategy he's talking to them about. Maybe running a different offense, or maybe they're going to switch defenses.
Straight to the hoop. Rivas kicks it to Behi. Loses it between his legs. Gets it back.
Boy,
hands off to Rivas. He shoots.
Good job.
Rebound Nolan. No bucket. Here comes Palacios. Bounce pass to Lang. Into Nolan. Kicks it out. Wide open. Lang from the corner. He shoots. No good. Loose ball.
Execute on that.
Jennings comes up with it. Jennings goes right, has the ball stripped out of bounds, and we've got a foul.
I think they're getting Palacios on that. Nope. What do they call on
Reach
that?
in on Lang.
Lang.
His second personal of the game.
Maddox checks back in for the Lancers. Formula takes a seat.
TJ will inbound. 40-29, they have the lead. In, shot by Behi, fadeaway, no good. Rebound, Nolan. Here comes Palacios down the left side. Fires it to Maddox. Back to Palacios, wide open, he shoots.
That's a shot Linganor's got to have.
He got
Palacios
the three.
Is their shooter. Squared his shoulders, got everything set, looked good. 40-32.
He was wide open,
TJ.
Nobody came out to pick him up.
Yep. Recognized that he had time, and he made it work.
Jennings waves everybody out of the way, isolates.
You know what I'm guessing TJ's going to start doing? They might start taking their time on the offensive set here. Maybe that's what Coach Manley was telling them.
Commander shoots from three-point land. Short off the front iron. Powell gets the rebound.
So that's Commander's first miss in 4 attempts from 3. He's 3 for 4.
Bounce pass in to Commander. He shoots and misses again. Behi rips the rebound down, and we've got a foul on Linganore.
Are they going to get that on Cole Mitchell or on, who was that? Or Poe? They're calling that on Cole Mitchell.
That's on Mitchell,
Yep.
His first personal. Ferentz will check in to get him out of there.
So Linganore
Nolan comes out.
Linganore's got Mitchell and Ferentz in together. You don't see those two playing that often together.
Into Rivas, bounce pass in to Powell. He tries to shoot, has a ball blocked. And Sean Lang brings it down court. Looking, Lang travels. And he knew it.
Yep. So, that last possession, once again, that's Powell. He tried to drive through 3 guys and nothing doing. But he didn't hesitate, huh? He's not afraid to go to the hole, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that's a danger of 3 guys to try to drive on. Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Those are the trees for Linganore he was trying to go through.
Rivas has it on the left side.
We got Maddox on Rivas out front.
Behi sets the pick. Rivas draws a double team. Back across.
Genius thought about it.
Fakes the shot. Goes over to Powell. Powell lobs inside the commander. He backs out. Fires it. Rifle shot to Genis on the cutter. Knocked away. Commander shoots at the buzzer. And we've got a whistle. And it's shot clock violation.
Good defense that time by Linganore. Again, I wonder if Coach Manley told his team slow it down a little bit,
It would appear that could be the case.
Yep.
Maddox on the left. Back to Palacios. Looking. Back to Maddox. Working the ball. Inside. Shot by Ferentz. Partially blocked. Tipped away. Behi has the rebound.
I think Ferentz should have driven on that one. He had an open 15-footer, but he also had the lane. He could have taken an easy layup there.
Well, and they got a finger on the ball, too.
Yep.
Lang reaches it in, knocks away, and gets a whistle. And that...
Was that number 2 or number 3
that's
on
3
Lang?
on Lang.
That is 3, yeah. Minute 44 remaining in the third. It'll be interesting to see if Coach O'Connor sits him down for the rest of the third. He doesn't. I don't see anybody coming up.
Lob out front to Genis. Genis drives off the pick. Pulls up. Kicks it back, travels.
Good job by Palacios.
They did exactly to Behi what they did back down here to Sean Lang.
Yeah. Yep.
He tried to drive through 3 players.
Can't do it.
And they got him caught up in his drive and the travel.
So checking in is Behi coming in. Commander's going to take a rest for the remainder of the third quarter. 1:30 left in the third. Great defense
Stolen
by TJ.
Genis. They trapped.
They got Cole Mitchell hung up and trapped him with 3 guys.
Behi, top of the key, fires it to Rivas. Rivas bounce pass in. Powell shoots. He got it.
He doesn't hesitate, man. There wasn't much of a shot there. He just elevated and made that shot. 42-32 TJ.
Minute to go in the third. Palacios drives off the pick. Ferentz delivered a blow there. No bucket. Rebound. Ferentz stolen away from him.
Good job that time by Jacob Ferentz working underneath. Palacios from way down.
There it is. There's the tray. I don't know if you saw what Ferentz did, but he creamed Powell.
I did not see
with
that.
With a forearm shiver on the pick.
I didn't see that. I was watching the ball. Nice shot, though, by Palacios. 42-35 with just over 30
Powell
seconds
is
remaining.
still holding his forehead.
Ferentz is a tough kid. I'm surprised they didn't get a backcourt call there. Wow.
Tippy toe on the backcourt line. Kicks it out. Powell shoots the 15-footer. No good. Way up high. Beehive with the putback. No good. Loose
job
ball.
by Cole Mitchell.
Linganore lost it.
Cole Mitchell really battling underneath that time for the Lancers.
You talk about elevation, man. These guys are playing off the glass.
Behi's a big kid, too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether he's bigger or Commander, but they're both big kids.
7-point game. TJ inbound. 16 seconds on the clock.
Shot clock's off.
Bounce pass, other side. 5-footer. No good. Rebound.
8 seconds.
Yep. Here comes Palacios. He can pull up and shoot. And he goes straight to the hoop and has it stripped away, and there's a foul. And that was great. Palacios took it right at him. He knew what he had to do.
Yeah, great job by Palacios. He was trying to draw to the defender, and then he was looking to dish, and he was going to dish, but Janus came across and got him pretty hard. He doesn't like the call, but that was a pretty blatant foul.
That was a good call.
Yep.
He got him on the arm, and that's why the ball went awry.
Yep. Palacios was looking to dish there. 2 seconds. Lancers try to inbound, go straight up.
They end to Ferentz. Ferentz gets caught. Back out to Palacios. He shoots at the buzzer. It does not go. So at the end of 3 periods of action, the Thomas Johnson Patriots 42 and the Linganore Lancers 35. We'll put 8 minutes on the clock and be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 8 minutes on the clock. We're in the fourth period. TJ has the lead, 42-35. Linganore has the ball.
Win and play on, lose and go home. Fourth quarter, playoffs.
Gut check time for both teams. Let's see who's got the guts to step up. Bounce pass. Mitchell, high post. Skips the handoff, turns and shoots short off the front iron. Rebound, Commander.
You know, that wasn't a bad shot, but I don't think that's the shot that Linganore was looking for there. You don't want your center, taking a shot 10 seconds into the possession from 18 feet. Linganore could have got a better shotter on that.
Jennings.
Lancer stay in his zone.
Powell drives, pulls up in the lane, shoots short, knocked away, rebound, Nolan.
You know, Powell gets the ball in the paint, he's going to go up.
Palacios, guarded by Behi. What a match. Wide open, Maddox shoots. He got it.
And he got it. That's a 3. So we now got a 4-point game that quickly. So Linganore stays in a zone, and that last possession, TJ went to man to man.
Rivas drifts left. All the way down in the left corner now. Goes right. Fires it over to Jennings.
So, you know, Linganore just jumped. They're actually man to man.
Jennings. Powell, he shoots. No good. Rebound, Linganore.
So I'll tell you, Powell's impatience could be a good thing for Linganore. He's forcing shots right now. That's 2 possessions in a row.
Lang takes a look inside to Nolan. Not there. Back to Palacios. He goes right by Behi. Draws the foul, but he can't convert. He'll have to do it the hard way from the free throw line.
So you know this kid Palacios, he's sneaky quick.
How do they have the center guarding the guard? Behi is 6'5". What is Palacios? 5'8"?
That's the risk with going man to man against a team that's got a lot of movement. You got to switch, and a lot of times when you get the switches, you get the mismatch, and you saw that right there.
Palacios misses the first one but makes the second as Commander inbounds to Rivas.
So Michael, we're suddenly at a 3-point game with 6:24 remaining in the ball game.
Absolutely.
Good job by Linganore coming back. Linganore jumps to a man-to-man. Maddox on Rivas out front looking for the pick.
Give and go to Powell on the pick. He goes, pulls up, shoots, and we've got a foul. It's going to go. I don't think Cole Mitchell liked that call.
No, I don't think he liked it at all. That was on Christian Nolan.
It's on Lang. That's his 4th.
They got no. They got that on Nolan. They got Christian Nolan on that.
All right. I thought it was a 1-3 held up with the fingers.
He went both.
He went 1-1.
Yeah,
I see it.
So Powell makes the first. We're at 4 points, 43-39, 6:10 remaining in the ball game.
Coach Manley calls Rivas over to him, gives him some instructions. Manley back out on the court. Shot. Miss. Commander gets the rebound. Back out to Jennings.
Bounce. Behi
wants to do it. He goes.
Way out.
Kicks it way out to Rivas. And what they're doing is, you're right, they're working that clock right now.
Yep, 15 on the shot clock.
Rivas goes right, goes left, turns, spins, fires it over to Commander. Commander looking. 7 seconds on the clock. Behi. He travels.
And they got him. So, you know, that's basically TJ's got 2 centers on the court right now. Behi and Commander. Behi's out front trying to penetrate.
Play guard.
Guard.
He's trying to play guard, right?
It didn't work.
Palacios brings it up.
TJ jumps back to a 3-2 zone.
Down on the left side, Mitchell hands off to Palacios.
Lancer's down by 4. Let's see what kind of ball movement they work here. Wow.
Palacios shoots a wide open shot. It's off. Commander with the rebound over to Rivas.
That was wide open, but it was deep. That was a good 6 feet beyond the arc. I'm not seeing much out of Coach O'Connor in reaction to that. Maybe he was okay with that.
Right side, Rivas drives off the pick, then backs out. Behind the back dribble, he goes right on Maddox, spins, turns, shoots hanging in the air. Rebound, Nolan. Here comes Palacios. He goes straight to the hoop. Left-hand scoop shot doesn't go. Loose ball stolen by Palacios.
With it. Yep. Again, he's quick. He's sneaky quick.
Cross court to Nolan. Nolan to Lang. Lang to Maddox. Maddox settles him down, backs out.
18 on the shot clock for Linganore. TJ
working around the rim, wide open from the corner, no good. Loose ball tip. Lang's going to get his 4th. He reached over top.
Yep. Lang doesn't like it, and it was kind of a touch foul, but it was enough that it put Genus on the floor. And that is number 4 on Lang. It'll be interesting to see what Coach O'Connor does here. I got a feeling.
There he goes. Here comes the sub. He's bringing Formulac back in.
Yep. So he's going to go with a 3-guard set here.
Nope. He's also bringing Ferentz in, too.
Yep.
Rivas goes left. Bounce pass to Behi. No, Powell. He gets trapped, kicks it back out to Rivas. Rivas shoots. There it is. Rivas got his range.
Yep. So Rivas and Powell will pull the trigger quickly. 46-39, 4:10 remaining.
Palacios over to Lang.
TJ stays in a trapping 3-2 zone.
Mitchell goes baseline, pulls up, reverse layup is good.
Real good job. Real good job by Cole Mitchell. He's an athletic kid for as big as he is. And, the fact that he's left-handed, I think works to his benefit. A lot of defenders aren't ready for that.
5-point lead for TJ, 46-41, 3:48 to go in the game. Bounce pass into Commander. Commander puts a shoulder in and gets the charge.
Yep. So,
So Mitchell made back-to-back plays on that.
And it's tough to say whether Mitchell's feet were set on or not on that, but it was just enough with Commander with the dip of the shoulder. That's why Mitchell got the call.
It is.
Official was right on that.
And
None of the crowd didn't like it.
And Mitchell sold it.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah, he did. You see a kid that big take a flap like that, you know that there's contact.
All right.
So the TJ student section really reacted quickly on that one. It was right in front of them. They didn't like it. They gave the ref an earful, but play goes on. 3:40 remaining in the game. 46-41 TJ.
Formulac and Palacios play catch out there at midcourt. Formulac shoots, no good. Rebound up in the air. Cole Mitchell's going to get the foul. He came over the top and just creamed Powell. Powell's having a rough second half here.
Yeah,
he spent most of his time on his back.
And Mitchell's really stepped up his game a lot. He came flying across that time. Obvious foul. Really plastered Powell underneath that.
So that's sending in bonus now. We walk the length of the floor where J.R. Powell will shoot the 1-and-1 with his team up by 5.
And, at this point in the game, Lingenor's got to execute on those open shots. Bennett Formulac had a real nice look and just went a little hard, hit the back rim, and bounded out.
Powell makes the first one.
47-41, 3:28 remaining in the ball game. TJ with the lead. And Powell drains the second. Yeah, so, it'll be interesting with TJ now in the bonus. Lingenor's got 17 fouls. I think you're going to see fouling to stop the clock from Lingenor.
Mitchell goes baseline, draws the foul.
Yep, it'll be interesting to see how TJ does with their foul shots down the stretch here.
Yeah, they're a clutch free throw shooting team. As a matter of fact, Rivas was 5 for 6 on Monday against Tuscarora. That helped them win the game. Formulac pulls up, shoots a 5-footer. No, he doesn't. He goes to Ferentz. Ferentz travels, and he doesn't get the call.
Good job by Ferentz.
But he does get the bucket.
Yeah, good job by Ferentz keeping. He must have kept that foot anchored. Didn't get a traveling call, so we're at 48-43. By the way, Michael, TJ has 6 personals, so their next foul is going to send both teams into the bonus. Rivas out front. Lingenor's out of their zone. They're in a man-to-man. They're stretching it out. They need to make something happen.
Rivas drives, penetrates, kicks it, it's knocked in the middle. There's a scramble for it, loose ball on the floor. Lingenor comes up with it. Cole Mitchell has it down the left side. Mitchell goes. Mitchell looking. He wants to drive, spin move. He pulls up, shoots, it's blocked, stolen by Powell. Outlet to Rivas, wide open, all by himself, he lays it in.
Mitchell forced that.
You knew he wanted to go the moment he touched the ball.
Yeah, and he tried to go through 3 guys. Unfortunately, it wasn't there.
Formulac has the ball stolen away by Rivas on his drive. Outlet to Genis. He pulls up, fires it inside. Picked off by Ferentz. Ferentz to Lang. Lang to Palacios. Palacios goes to the hoop. Runner off the glass goes.
Blistering pace right now, and Coach O'Connor calls a timeout. Lingenor gets it back to 5. These guys are getting up and down the court right now, Michael.
Minute 56 to go in this game. TJ by 5. We're going to stay with you on this one. So if you're Coach O'Connor, what's he dialing up right now?
So he's dialing up pressure on defense. He's telling them we still got a little bit of time, right? 2 minutes. There's a lot can happen in 2 minutes. He's telling them quick ball movement, get the good shot. As soon as the good shot's there, take it. But pressure on defense. So, I think Lingenor's a little bit more effective in the zone, but down by 5, they got to go man, right? And he's telling his team also, don't just get caught ball watching. Stay with your man. Slide across when you have to, but don't let anything backdoor happen.
And I'm sure Coach Manley's telling his team, just don't make any mistakes. We've got a 5-point lead. Let's capitalize on the open shot.
That's right. Right now, the scoreboard and the clock are to TJ's favor.
They do not want to get into a run and gun game with Linganore right now.
So Rivas will bring it up, and Linganore sits back.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting defense. So they're in a man, but they didn't press.
Maddox goes hard. They get Rivas trapped at midcourt. He gets it away to Commander. Back to Rivas. 10 seconds on the clock. Rivas spins, turns. He wants to shoot. He shoots on the run. Loose ball.
Off balance. Yep. Good
Linganore
defense
has
by
it.
Linganore. Rivas tried to do too much. He wanted to beat that defender, and good job by Maddox, and he got off balance and took a bad shot.
Sean Lang wide open in the corner. Maddox shoots, and it doesn't go.
And he was strong.
J.R. Powell rips the ball off the boards and takes the rebound.
Really good rebound that time by Powell.
That was a huge miss there.
Maddox had a good look at that, too. Just a little strong on it.
Rivas goes up, and he misses, but he draws the foul. So it looks like he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Who'd they get on that? They got Chase Maddox on that.
Maddox second personal. 1:01 on the clock.
So it's interesting. I'm not sure if Coach Manley, if that's the offensive set he wants there, but it's going to work to their favor for sure. Rivas didn't need to penetrate that quickly, kill some time on it for TJ.
Right. Rivas makes the first one.
Interesting how much the game of high school players is really dominated by emotion,
Yes.
52-45, under a minute, Linganore ball. TJ with the lead.
7-point game. Palacios, Formulac has it. They play catch. Bounce pass interference over to Nolan. Wide open, Palacios. He got it.
Candid. Palacios got a real quick release.
Timeout on the floor. That was a good timeout right there at 45 seconds. We're back to a 4-point game.
In the NFL, when they look at quarterbacks, one of the things they always look at is how quick is the release, right? Quick release is great in the NFL. For a shooting guard in high school basketball, quick release is everything. Palacios has got a very quick release. Rivas has got a very quick release.
Yes.
There was very little room on that shot for Palacios, and he was able to get it off very quickly. So we're back to a 4-point game. Yeah, with a shoulder square.
Yeah, this is a pressure time for these young men. There's a lot riding on this for these guys.
That's right. For the seniors that are on the floor.
Yes,
this could be their last game.
It very well could be.
And we're at just under 45 seconds remaining. When TJ's got the ball, looks like Linganore's going to go man-to-man, full court. Yep. Powell's going to inbound. Nolan on Powell. Behi on the floor. Janice are trying to go deep.
Into Behi. They trap him. They get it over to Powell. Back over to Rivas. Back to Powell. Powell drives past the press. All the way in. Kicks it out. Behi. Back out to Rivas. They trap Rivas. The ball's tipped away up in the air. Loose ball. Oh! Janice gets it wide open. Rivas scores. Wow. Whoa. Sometimes you just got to get the bounce.
Wow. Yep. That could be the nail in the coffin. 54-48.
Maddox spin move has it stripped away, and we've got a foul. Immediately, Linganore recognizes they have to foul to stop TJ, and that was, you're right, that was the nail.
54-48, 17 seconds remaining.
They tipped it into the air. Linganore had the ball. They lost control slightly, and where does it go? Right in the hands of an open Genius standing right there.
It's fantastic when you see the hustle by every player on a court like this, and that's what happened there. You never know how the ball's going to bounce.
Behi misses the free throw, the 1-and-1, gets his own rebound, and then he's immediately fouled. 14 seconds to go, 54-48.
And that foul was on Lang. That's going to be his 5th.
That is Lang's 5th. He's coming out.
So Lang is going to be done. And, that's a shame for Sean Lang, but he played a heck of a game, had a heck of a season, and he will be back. He's just a junior for Linganore.
All right. So Behi to shoot 1-1 again.
14 seconds, 54-48.
This one he makes.
TJ, 55-48. I would imagine TJ will pull back a little bit here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Not give him anything easy. Chew up a little bit of the clock.
Behi misses it. Loose ball rebound. Here comes Maddox. Maddox has got it. He tries that spin move, lost it last time.
Gotta get a shot.
Palacios fadeaway jumper. It hits the top of the board. Was out of bounds, and it's TJ ball with 3 seconds.
3 seconds, 55.
So that's
48.
it, ladies and gentlemen. This one's 3 seconds away from being in the books.
Yep, Linganore's probably going to call off the dogs here, I would imagine. TJ will just run it out. Yep. And there we have it.
That's the buzzer. Congratulations to the Thomas Johnson Patriots. Victorious on home court. They win the Section 2. 3A West will move to play for the regional championship this Friday against to be determined. We'll step aside for a break. In just a few minutes, we'll come back with our post-game wrap-up. You're listening to Cool 1450 AM, your source for the best high school sports broadcasts in the region. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Thomas Johnson High School. Congratulations to the Patriots. They are winners. They will move on to face either Magruder or Westminster this Friday. Location to be determined with a solid 55-48 victory over Linganore. Dave, what's your post-game wrap-up on this? What do you think?
So tonight the better team won. You know, when playoff basketball, 1 versus 2, you want a tight game. You expect a tight game. It was a tight game. You know, both teams played their game. Linganore didn't execute a lot of open shots. I wonder what their shooting percentage was. You know, TJ, their game is get up and down the floor and put the ball up, get shots off. get some execution in there. And from the Linganore standpoint, I think they did for the most part what they wanted to do. They took a lot of open shots. I think if their shooting percentage had been higher, we might have seen a different outcome. But I got to tell you, TJ's a good team. They got a lot of good players. They got good size. I think they're going to make a pretty deep run in this state playoff tournament.
Yes,
it's tough to imagine another team in the region really running with them. I haven't seen Westminster or Magruder, but Rivas, Commander, Behi, Powell, Genus. Genus really didn't do a whole lot tonight, and I think he's one of their top scorers, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe once he rolled his ankle a little bit there, that probably had a little bit of an impact on him. But regardless, 55-48. Linganore's got to hold their head high. They had a nice season.
Yes.
I think they were 18-6.
Yes, that is their final tally. Yes.
And TJ now gets to 20 wins on the season, or is it? Yeah, 20 wins on the season.
19.
So 19.
19-5. So, okay, I just got a score came in from over there at Century High School. Oakdale has defeated Century, and we kind of knew that was going to happen, even though Century was the higher seed. 69-53. Oakdale will move on to play for the 2A West regional final on Friday as well.
Good for Oakdale. I've seen them play, and they got a nice squad.
They do. They do.
The quarterback from their football team, Colin Schlee. He's been a varsity player most of his high school career, and he's filled out nicely, and he's a jumper.
Oh, absolutely. These two teams battled for the CMC championship just a couple of weeks ago.
TJ and Oakdale.
TJ and Oakdale. Oakdale won by 1 point.
Yeah,
It was a great game.
Yeah. So those are two pretty evenly matched teams. Again, looking at TJ and thinking about how TJ might fare in the rest of the way in the state tournament, they're actually in a pretty good position here. Once you get deep in the states, you encounter teams that are big. You encounter teams that are fast. You encounter teams that are athletic.
Yeah.
I think the challenge for Coach Manley is these kids that have all this talent, really kind of reining them in just a little bit to get them to execute as a team the way that they want it. We were talking about Powell most of the night. He loved it. I don't know how many shots he took, but he definitely took more shots than anybody on the court.
Yeah.
Toward the end, when TJ was up by, I think it was 5 points, he had an opportunity to drive the lane. One of the Linganore defenders stepped across. Earlier in the game, he would have continued and probably gotten a little bit out of control. He kicked it out, and TJ wound up running out the clock. So,
absolutely,
that's a key. Coaches got to do a good job timing when they call their timeouts, and I think we saw that by both coaches tonight. When do you got to give your team a message? When do you need to stop a run? Both Coach O'Connor and Coach Manley, I think, did a very good job for Linganore and TJ, respectively, in that regard tonight. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, well, let's talk about what's coming now, what's coming down the road. Tomorrow, we've got the girls playing. The girls are in their their sectional final. Frederick will play Tuscarora tomorrow at Frederick. That'd be a pretty good game, but Frederick, two-time state champion, the girls, in the 3A West. In the 2A West, let's see, I'm trying to think.
It's Middletown, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Middletown beat Walkersville last night. So Middletown, I'm not sure who their opponent will be. Back to the 3A for a second. I have seen the Frederick girls team play this year, and they're good. It looks like they're going to make another run, toward a state, going deep in the states again.
Well, there's one team standing in their way, and that's Oakdale.
Ah, no kidding. Yeah. Well,
and Middletown's got to get by Poolesville. But they're at home. Middletown plays Poolesville tomorrow night.
So wait a second. So Oakdale is not going to see Frederick in the state playoffs. Oakdale's a 2A team,
that's
right?
Correct.
Frederick's a 3A team.
Yeah. So Oakdale's going to have to beat South Carroll. They're going to play them at Oakdale tomorrow, and Middletown's going to host Poolesville tomorrow. Winner of those 4 teams, the 2 winners will face each other for the 2A West Regional Championship tomorrow. And then, of course, on Friday, as we move to the boys division, we look at the boys setup. The boys in the Class 3A, we just mentioned, of course, that TJ is going to face either Magruder or Westminster. We tried to check on that score. We got nothing on that one. And Oakdale victorious over Century. Oakdale will move ahead. They will play the winner of the Williamsport Middletown game being played at Williamsport tonight.
So it was Williamsport. That's why I couldn't.
So it looks like here's an interesting little bit of trivia. The Oakdale boys and girls both are going to have a chance to play for the 2A and the 2A girls and boys 2A West Championship, regional championships.
Yeah, that's impressive. You know, the athletic program over at Oakdale High School has come a very long way in really a pretty short period of time. You know, people forget that there was no Oakdale High School. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that it opened up in the fall of 2009. So it's not even a 10-year-old school yet. And you know, I'm pretty sure their first year of existence, they won the girls' state soccer championship, if I'm not mistaken, as a 1A team.
Yeah.
And you know, they started their football program basically without any seniors, playing a varsity schedule. And of course, this past season they had one of the better teams that has come out of Frederick County, the Oakdale football team, going 14-0 and stopping the 53-game Damascus winning streak.
Yeah.
So, you know, hats off to what's going on over at Oakdale High School with respect to their athletics.
Absolutely.
They're very solid across the board from the fall to the winter to the spring. I know in the spring, being a former lacrosse coach, Oakdale was always pretty good on the lacrosse field. And I would imagine that's still the case these days.
All right, Dave, good to have you back in the booth with us here at courtside. We'll be moving till watch our inbox, go to WTHU.org homepage and look for our schedule for Friday. For Friday's games, we'll be pulling out one of those boys' games for you. That's it. On behalf of the entire AM 1450 team, Will Burns, our videographer, myself, Michael Betteridge, and all of the team, we wish you the best. Congratulations to Thomas Johnson. Dave, moving forward, we've got some great high school basketball as we head towards the Xfinity Center perhaps once again.
Maybe the best is yet to come, Michael. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And, you know, being a Linganore guy, of course, I'm sad to see Linganore have to go home, but good season for the Lancers. And, you know, for Linganore, it's off to the spring season.
Well, I had to watch my Catoctin Cougars go down last night, too. So, all right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great Wednesday night. We'll see you Friday.
Good night. Thank you.